Before we get started with today's video, we'd just like to remind you, if you get any value out of these videos, if you enjoy them, please either like them, hit the thumbs up, make a comment, or even subscribe to our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. So Jamie Hooper with JamieHooper.com and Remax Crest here. Just want to talk about the market conditions here as we get into the dog days of summer. We've seen a continuing pattern for about the last 3.5 months since the beginning of May. The two busiest months ever in March of April of 2021. And since then, we've seen things level off a little more. Inventories rose for a period of time, and we're starting to enter into more normal conditions for what the summertime is. Typically, the beginning of the year is a little slow, January and February, and then we have a very busy spring, March through May. And then it'll slow down a little bit for the summer and pick up again after Labor Day towards Christmas. What we're still seeing, even though it's slowed off, we're still seeing sellers market conditions. It's just that the sales were so high and the market was so busy during the first few months of the year that now when we get back into normal Vancouver kind of normal conditions, everyone thinks the market's slow. Most areas are still sellers markets. But having said that, there's some interesting opportunities in certain parts of the Lower Mainland that are a little busier. So I just want to talk about the statistics a bit here. The west side of Vancouver, we're going to talk about the detached market here. So for the west side of Vancouver, we're going to look at three things here. How many properties got multiple offers, how many days on the market, and what percentage of the properties are selling. What type of market conditions are they experiencing? So let's talk about the two slowest markets the last few months, be the west side of Vancouver and West Van. Both experiencing quite slow market conditions. There's a cutoff level in both. Below $3 million is okay, but once you get above them, it's quite soft. So 7% overall list to seller ratio. 7% list to seller ratio on the west side, which indicates buyer's market conditions. Also, 20% of the properties sold with multiple offers on the west side. So those are happening in the lower part of the market. But again, we're seeing those numbers deteriorate from where they were in the spring. Some of those numbers were up around 75 or 80% of the homes on the market earlier in the year were getting multiple offers. So the west side, 20% multiple offers, east side 46, Richmond 42, 31 in Tawasin, 45 North Van, 17 in West Van. So you'll see those numbers. The other thing to look at, the days on the market have gone up dramatically. We were seeing 11, 12 days on the market earlier in the year for length of time. Now we're starting to see the lowest is North Van at 22 days average selling time, and then the highest would be Tawasin at 47 days average selling time. Those numbers were down around 12 or 13 days earlier in the year, and those were even distorted because a lot of realtors held off and they actually could have sold them the first day. They wanted to make sure everybody got through and viewed the properties. So as for attached properties, the condo and townhouse market, busier than the detached market. Still most areas are in seller's market conditions. West Van would be the lowest at 16% for the condo and townhouse markets. 16% of the properties sold, which indicate a balanced market. And then Ladner's the high at 50%, which indicates a strong seller's market. More multiple offers happening in the condo townhouse market as well, and less average time on the market. So that's it. If you have any questions or would like a free evaluation of your property, please feel free to contact me at jamie@jamiehooper.com, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.